Hello and welcome back to another video. Yes, this is either coming out late Wednesday or early Thursday, depending on how long this takes for this video to go up and be uploaded. So honestly, it's coming out late because I uploaded 5 TikToks today, but you're still getting your daily dose of TikToks for the week. What has happened this week? Let's see. Finally got approved for 3-minute videos, so that's nice. So there's gonna be some longer TikToks in here, and I believe the most so far with 22 TikToks. That's the most that I've uploaded in the span of a week, and you're gonna get them all. Usually I go through and check to make sure there's no duplicates, and now I make sure I got them all, but honestly I'm in a rush for a couple different reasons. One, my phone's at 20%. Hey?
Yeah. What do you call it if a woman gets a double abortion?
What?
Double homicide.
Oh, God. And we got his awful jokes. And then, so, he just threw me off track. So, phone 20%, watching a new Netflix show, Love is Blind, not new Netflix show, new to me, Love is Blind, very good. Also want to get this up on Wednesday, so I'm going to go through it together, but yeah, stay tuned for plenty of cool TikTok to come. Bye. How come men and women have different sort of standards when it comes to dating? Like for, I don't know for most guys, but like for me, it's like, is she breathing? Check. Is she female? Check. Do I know her name? Check. Oh, okay, that qualifies you for me to actually want to date you and have feelings for you. But girls, no, girls are way more complicated. They're like, okay, they have to be between 6'1.5" and 6'1" and 10 inches and weigh between 145 pounds, .2, and like 147. And they have to have brown hair with blue eyes, but they can't be too blue because then they're still looking like Ariel from Little Mermaid, but also they can't be too dark or we'll think they're super creepy and they're gonna stalk us. Just some of the most ridiculous stuff like that. I mean, I'm not wrong by this one, but Jesus Christ, girls, lower your standards. Okay, so no one writes short jokes, right? When you're the short person, you're just gonna naturally get the short jokes. I mean, I'm 5 foot tall, but everyone else is taller than you, so you get the short jokes. So this is the story time. So what happened was I was outside with my friends, and everyone was giving me crap. Okay. My friend Alex, my friend Leo, Alyssa, Cameron, Kayla. And they're all giving me crap because I'm short. And I get this every day. I'm like, sure, whatever, I'll do with it. And then, like, the sweetest angel on earth named Katie. Oh, Jacob, I forgot him. She comes outside with us. And I'm like, see, I have a true friend because Katie will never give me a short joke. And then she told 2 short jokes to me, like back to back. Like one of them was, "Oh, it won't take very long to roast you because you're short," and then the other one like, "You won't have to use very many letters. You got to just use short words to describe a short person," and I'm like, "Katie, I thought we were friends," and then I just walk off. I mean, I did the full exaggerated gag because I thought it was funny, but she just full on started freaking out. Like, she thought I was legitimately mad at her. And so I take, like, a walk around the area we're at, and I come back, and everyone's pissed at me for almost making her cry when she told 2 short jokes about the rest of them. But I guess I'm either too good at acting to make her think I was legitimately mad at her, or crappy at acting that she believed me. So I end up having to apologize to Katie. How did that work? I mean, I did full-on cartoon exaggerated gag and everything. I just think that since we're blind, we can't see each other's faces, that has something to do with it, but come on! Okay, I got something to say. Fuck you, Olivia Rodrigo. And I mean that in a positive way. You don't know how annoying it is that her songs are living rent-free in my head. And I'm trying not to like them, but I'm starting to freaking like them. I mean, Deja Vu and Good For You are like absolutely amazing. And I'm trying not to like them, but I'm liking them. And then you have Brutal and Driver's License are always good. And Enough For You and One Step Forward and 3 Steps Back. I mean, solid song. And then you have Happier and Jealousy and Favorite Crime and Hope You're Okay. I mean, not that song, but it's better than anything Katy Perry ever put out. So, I can't complain. Well, I am complaining because oh boy. Why you have to make such good songs? I mean, it's just torturous trying to, like, hum them, and you have a brother who's gonna tease you about liking Olivia Rodrigo. I mean, it also isn't fair, but I'm older than her, and she 10,000 times more famous than I'll ever be, plus she has a boyfriend. I mean, come on, I can't even manage that. So you know how people, when they're having a conversation, they're like, oh, that was a dick move, or hey, stop being a dick, or don't be a dick. But my question is, how come no one ever says, hey, stop being a vagina? Like, have you ever heard anyone just say, hey, stop being a vagina, it's super weird, no one likes you being a vagina? Like, people say no one likes you being a dick? Yeah, you just switch it. How come no one uses female body parts? Like, I swear I could walk upstairs right now and ask my brother this question and be like, what the flip are you talking about? See, I'll prove it to you. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
I have a question.
What?
Can you stop being a vagina for a minute?
What the fuck?
Can you stop being a vagina for a minute? Yes? No? You know how people say stop being a dick? Can you stop being a vagina? Please? It's making me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't get any. Just be fine. Just go away.
Wow. But you just proved my point, so thank you. Okay, so I'm ranting right now. You know something that drives me up the frickin' wall that I just don't understand how, like, on Facebook or Instagram or some social media platform, people put out posts or like a statement saying, hey, can you pray for me, but I can't tell you why. Like, one, I'm just a curious person who, you know I'm gonna ask. So the thing is, why do you put it out there then if you don't want to talk about it? Or that's like saying, we're doing this math problem, it's 1 plus 1, but I can't tell you what the answer is yet. I mean, more hard problems than that too, I think. But anyway, and then another thing is, like, what am I supposed to pray about? Dear God, pray for friend because they're going through something. I don't know what, but I also don't know why. I also don't know why they're putting it out. But yeah, pray for them. Amen. Yeah, that'd be the most interesting prayer in the entire world. So, I mean, maybe I'm just the only person that doesn't put up, like, half of the information out, or what. And I mean, I get that people don't know what's happening all the time, but then don't put it out there where my curious self is gonna want to ask you, hey, what's happening? Because I'm gonna do it. I just had a caring friend in person, but then they're gonna probably get some attitude and be like, either A, shut the fuck up, not telling you, or B, I don't flippin' know. And I'm gonna be like, why'd you post it? Oh God. And I'm not calling out my friend, but I just saw one of my friends posted, and so that just set me off. So that's why I'm ranting, and I feel better now that I ranted. So, God, why do people do this? So we all know that age-old question: which came first, the chicken or the egg? Actually, it was the chicken, could have had to give birth. Anyway, actually, that's not the question we're talking about. Today we're talking about the Tootsie Roll Pop. You know that actually it's not age-old question. The commercial aired in 1970, so 51-year question. What? So the reason I brought this up, because I was just watching a YouTube video on this, and it said how 3 universities did a test on it. You have the University of Purdue. It came in with 364, normal. Then you have University of Michigan, 411. But then you had the University of Wisconsin, who came in with 319.28 licks. How the frick do you get 0.28 of a lick? Like, so that's almost a third. So do you just lick it with like a third of your tongue? Or do you, I don't ask me how do you lick something by a third or 28 of what did I even be? 28% of your tongue? No. How do you do 28% of a lick? That's just University of Wisconsin. Get your stuff together. Proof that I'm dumber than you, part 4. Yes, I haven't done any of these in a while, but it's like the the stupid stuff I did lasted longer than a minute. So now I can do 3-minute video. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So this dumb incident happened at school. We were playing Jeopardy, and we were on teams of 5, and I was not having a good day. I was either missing questions, and the category I really thought I knew well was slogan. I got all the easy one, like I'm loving it from McDonald's, or that's finger looking good from KFC. But I was missing everything. I missed Snack Crackle Pop from Rice Krispie Treats, and my friend didn't like me for that one. And just a lot of ones that I've never heard before. So I'm picking slogans again, and this time I'm getting it right. They're like, "Okay, you ready?" I'm like, "Yes." And they said, "Can you hear me now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can hear you." What's the question? What's the slogan? They're like, "Can you hear me now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not deaf. I go to a vision school, not a deaf school." And then they're like, again, "Can you hear me now?" And then they're like, "Okay, everyone quiet down." Cause I'm thinking that she's talking to my teammates in the other team to be quiet so I can hear the question. And then she's like, "Can you hear me now?" Just like I'm like, "Yes, I can hear you." And I'm like checking that my hearing aids are turned off, and she's like, "No, that's the slogan." I'm like, "What slogan is that?" So I gave up, and she's like, "That's Verizon. That was the slogan. Can you hear me now is the actual slogan." I'm like, I quit, and so, yeah, I didn't. But our team won, so that's the bright side. Okay, story time. So, because of 4th of July yesterday, I saw my cousin Gabby, and this reminded me of this story. So, it was a few years ago, and when teenagers get bored, we have arm wrestling contests. So, with my brother, Gabby, and I, and Gabby would, beat me, because, of course, I'm weak. She beat my brother, and then we're like, "Hey, let's switch hands." And so she beat us with her left hand, too. And I'm like, "This isn't fair." I'm like, "Does she just have girl strength? Is she She-Hulk or something?" And she's like, "No, I'm ambidextrous." And so I'm like, "Oh, that's really cool." So later, I was telling my mom, and we were in front of Gabby's mom, too. I'm like, "Hey, Mom, did you know that Gabby is anorexic?" And she's like, "What?" "Yeah, she's anorexic. She beat us with both hands in arm wrestling contest." And her mom's like, "Don't you mean ambidextrous?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I said." She's like, "Oh, that's not what you said." So basically, I said she had a very bad and unhealthy eating disorder instead of saying she was left and right-handed. Don't make the same mistake as me. So, who wants to hear a riddle? Mom?
Should I take?
Mac?
What?
You ready for the riddle?
What riddle?
Okay, so it's a 4th of July birthday party. Can that truck go in? Thanks. So, it's a 4th of July birthday party, and you have this little boy, and he's eating some cake, and he starts choking on the 4th of July. What is his favorite song?
Highway to Hell?
No. Like, what song do they start playing for this little boy who's choking on 4th of July cake? Yeah.
Born in the USA?
No.
Made in the USA?
No.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas?
No.
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. God bless America.
No.
Mo, did you say God bless America on a kid choking on a piece of cake?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Another one bites the dust?
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh. That's a good. Okay.
I'm trying to think.
10, 9, 8,
Wait,
7.
wait. Is that a patriotic song?
Yes.
Okay. What
6.
genre of song is it?
5. A really old song. 4.
Well, I'm not.
3.
Where's Dad?
2.
Oh.
1.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah.
No. No, the answer is
What?
Yeah.
The Star Strangled Banner.
Strangled. No.
Strangle is where like you put your hands around
Well, he's choking on cake.
Strangle, but strangled.
He's choking on cake. The Star Spangled Banner, okay?
Would you like to be strangled? I'll show you the difference between strangle and choking.
I'm good.
Can we see?
Since it's the 4th of July, people want me to actually be positive and be in a patriotic mood, so they asked me to sing a patriotic song that represents America. So, here's a few watching that I came to practice, and I want to know which one would be best. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, wait, actually, no, I can't see. I'm blind. Okay, probably shouldn't use that one. Okay, God bless America. Actually, America sucks. I mean, like, just look at how much we're in debt. Yeah, that's not a good one. Yankee Doodle went to town. Actually, no. That one could be taken out the wrong way. What do you go to town on? That could be taken the wrong way. Oh, I know. This shows real American pride. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Yeah, Green Day. I'll just sing Green Day and talking about subliminal my fucking America. So yeah, and perfect. Green Day. You know something that drives me crazy? So since it is the 4th of July, people love launching their fireworks and their sparklers and their Roman candles and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, why do they have to do it a week before 4th of July? And then a freaking week after 4th of July? Like, there's one designated day for you to light all your stuff on fire in one time period. So we don't need you to take a full 2 weeks of hearing explosions every single whipping night. You don't know how annoying it is when you're trying to sleep because you have work in the morning, or you're trying to put your child to sleep and you just hear all these fireworks and the kid's like, oh, I want to see the fireworks, and you're like, no, you need to sleep. It is so freaking annoying. Just launch them all on the 4th of July. I mean, we have Independence Day for a reason. Be independent with your fireworks on that one day. Don't launch them over the span of 2 weeks. Okay, so I have a riddle for you. What is made up of holes tied to other holes, but is as strong as steel, but not as stiff as a pole?
Our government? Our government?
How is our government made up of holes, but... Okay, so it's made up of...
Because they all act like a-holes and they're not strong as steel.
No. Try again. So, it's made up of holes and holes, but it's strong as steel, but not as stiff as a pole. What is it?
Wait, what was the last part?
What is connected between holes and holes? So they're connected. It is as strong as steel, but not as stiff as a pole.
As stiff as a pole.
Follow for part 2. Okay, so you ready for the answer?
No.
So the riddle again was, what is tied between holes and holes? It is as strong as steel, but not as stiff as a pole. Do you know what it is?
No.
The answer is a chain. So you know how you have the holes in the chain, so it's holes connected to each other, and you pull on the chain and it's really hard. It's like as strong as steel, but it's not as stiff as a pole, which means it's not standing up. You can bend it, you can twist it, you can maneuver it, and manipulate it to your will and however you need to be. Good riddle, right?
You know chains can be made out of a lot of things, right?
Yes, but it's still as strong as steel, but it's not as stiff as
Yeah, you can make a paper chain.
It's still as strong as steel. You're not supposed to think. You're supposed. Okay, don't biker chain. Think of biker chain. Okay, we're not going paper chains here. This isn't 3rd grade.
Biker chains aren't always made of steel.
Yeah. Anyway, good. You locked the riddle. Okay. Do you know why it's called almond milk whenever you go to the store? Because no one wants to go to the cashier and ask, do you have any nut juice for sale? Do people measure bra sizes in cups because tits provide milk? So that way you have cups of milk, right? So that means, like, your breasts give out 1 or 2 cups, that's how you know how large your bra to wear. That's how this works, right? Now, I mean, I'm not a girl, so I know, but that's just the fear that I have, so that's what I'm going with. Well, another day, another stupid TikTok trend. This time, October 24th is gonna be National Throw Short Person Day. Now, I wonder if this is the same dumbass that came up with National R-Word Day on April 24th. I'm not talking about rain this time when I say R-word. Talk about something else. But, no, I'm not getting thrown. I'm 5 feet. So I am not the shortest person in the world, okay? I'm not even the short person at my school. I'm not the short person in my house. I'm taller than my mom. So, it is a Sunday. So, hopefully, no one sees me on that Sunday. Hopefully, I'm at home. But I swear to God, if anyone tried to throw me, because I already got my throwing. Like, people threw me like a beach ball on March 3rd, 2020. So if anyone throws me, I swear to God, I will kick their ass. No joke. You know what the worst part of high school is? It's not the homework or the obnoxious teachers. It's having dirty-minded friends. I mean, I literally can't make a statement without them taking it the wrong way. So, it was me and one of my friends. We were walking out of class. I came out of one class. She came out of another. And we were, like, walking back to our dorm room together. And it was raining outside. And so, I'm just having a conversation. I turned to her and I said, "Are you ready to get wet?" Now, to a normal person, you would mean, "Oh, that's not a weird statement at all. You mean get wet by the rain because you're going to get poured on." No. They meant wet, like down in that area. It just so happened we happened to pass by 2 of our other friends who are dirty-minded as well, and they just started burst out laughing. I'm like, "What's wrong with my statement?" And then they explained to me, I'm like, "That's not what I meant. You didn't have to take it that way. Having dirty-minded friends is the worst." What is so attractive about people making out? I mean, first off, if they do it in public, like PDA, public display of affection, it's very gross. It makes me feel very awkward when I'm watching 2 people try to suck each other's faces off. But just like doing the act of making out is gross. It's like, I totally want this girl to shove her tongue down my throat and you know, and have like a lip locking session. That totally sounds romantic and cute, because I totally want to do it with my girlfriend if I could actually get one. No, that just sounds weird, and only crazy people would do that. Foods have emotions. I asked this question because me and my friend were talking, and she's like, "I've been eating in 3 days, and I'm only eating carrots. And I'm only eating them, but they taste depressing." And I'm like, how do carrots taste depressing? Do you get, like, emotions from food? So if I went and ate popcorn, would I feel, like, joyful for eating popcorn? Or could I get scared by eating a stalk of celery? Can someone explain this to me? So if you remember, about a week or so ago, I was watching basketball, and the Brooklyn Nets got eliminated by the Milwaukee Bucks, and I made this golden video talking about Kevin Durant. Well, they were my least favorite team. Now, my second least favorite team, the Clippers, got eliminated by the Phoenix Suns. So the Phoenix Suns are going to the finals. So, you know what that means? Screw you, Los Angeles. I hate the freaking Clippers. So, first off, Kawhi Leonard, I wish you were healthy and you didn't have an ACL injury, so I could have beat you when you were fully healthy. Second, Paul George, like playoff P, more like terrible performance PG. Okay, you are god awful. I wish you didn't sign that huge contract in LA. You're just gonna keep losing over and over and over again. And you lost to 35-year-old Chris freaking Paul. Okay, you are pathetic. The Clippers as an organization is disastrous. And F you, Los Angeles. That's all I have to say. F you, Clippers. If you ever want to watch something pathetic, you should have watched the Cubs and Brewers game series this past weekend with me, because it was agonizing. So the first game was on Monday. Our best pitcher lost by 10 runs. The final was 14-4. And then yesterday, on Tuesday, the final score was 2-1, a little closer. But then today was just the worst ever. So the Cubs come out and they score 7 in the first inning. You're like, okay, this is gonna be a great game. Proceed for the Brewers to score 15 unanswered runs, and the Cubs lose 15-7. That is a total of 31-12 over the span of 3 games. I mean, they might have started just picking people out of the crowd to start pitching for the Cubs after that god-awful performance. it was despicable how bad that was. The Cubs should just disband as an organization after that one.
Fuck me and me and me. I hate myself and you hate me too. I'm through with the hot depression. If I'm turning up and throw attention, it's the hot depression. If I'm turning up and throw attention, 'cause nobody likes me and I don't like myself either. I have no friends and I'm always lonely and I